September 2024. It's 9 a.m. We're in the Commissioner's Courtroom in the Aransas County Courthouse. And thank you, Aransas County, for being here. Please join me in the invocation.
Father God, we just want to thank you that we can be here today to take care of county business. And Father, I just want to thank you that we've been able to have this place to meet for the last few years. And thank you that we've been able to make decisions in this and the county has been able to move forward. Just ask that you be with us in the transition to our new facilities. And now as we conduct county business, Father, just guide us. Let us all have calm heads. I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor
the flag. I pledge allegiance to the text. One faith, under God, one and indivisible.
Right. Roll call.
Commissioner Cheney,
Here.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo. Here. Commissioner Dupnick,
Here.
Judge Scudderson.
Here. We've got a full quorum. At this time, we're going to move to citizens to be heard. We've got two here. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name. Erkan Osbent.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. You're
Can you hear
online.
me?
Yes.
Okay.
Just state your name and your address.
Yeah, my name is Erkan Osbent and the address is 3838 Boomerang Drive, Corpus Christi, Texas 78414.
Okay. You can go and speak. You got 5 minutes.
Okay. I purchased a vacant land in Rockport 2 years ago. It's located on 1141 Lee Road. And I didn't know that. I find out later on by the neighbor, it was a landlocked. And there is like 4 vacant lots and mine is the last one. There's actually dirt road going all the way to my lot. However, the neighbor, he put a gate and he said, I legally don't have access to my lot. He owned the second lot. So I called the title company and I was told that he also doesn't have access to his lot because he owned the second lot from the Lee Road. So there are like 4 lots, only one person living in there, but all of them, there are some houses and whoever, nobody lives there except the second owner, the second lot. So since I purchased the lot, I don't have access. There are, I think there are like 14, 15 junk vehicle in the land from the previous owner. So I wanted to remove them and I want to use my land, but I can't use it. So I just don't know what needs to be done. That, like I said, there is a dirt road, but the neighbor put a gate. We can't access to my land.
All right. All right. Thank you, sir. I've got your
You're
phone
welcome.
number. Have someone contact you.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Same one. Yeah. All right. Michael Miller. Morning.
Do I need to turn this on? Okay, we're on. Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. Michael Miller, 51 Camden Place, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78412. I'm here representing Teal Construction Company in reference to item number 4 in your executive session, deliberations of possibly terminating our contract and hiring other contractors to complete the work. I'm going to try to break this down as simply as possible. In December of 2021, we've submitted estimates for both the courthouse and the city hall project. Between those 2 projects, there was one other bidder. The savings provided to the county and the city was to the tune of approximately $6 million difference between ourselves and the other bidder that submitted on this. even being $6 million low in the two projects, we were challenged with finding additional hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings. So that way we could come to the county and the city's budgets that they felt comfortable with for the construction of the projects. So we did that. There was a long waiting period, months, while the county secured FEMA contracts for their additional funding that was to come from FEMA. During those months, we saw extreme upward pressure. Mind you, this was still in the heart of COVID at the end of 2021 and 2022. Extreme upward pressure on our costs with regards to materials, subcontractor costs, while we waited for FEMA's decision to approve the contract and fund the project. All of that stuff we ate. And moving on, the job went well until about a year in, major design issues were discovered with regards to Texas Department of Jail standards, elevator issues, multiple issues regarding the design of the building that created delays. Those delays were created partially at the hands of the design team, partially at the hands of lack of oversight from the owner's representative, Broadus and Associates, and partially at the hands of Teal Construction. I'm not saying that we did not have delays from our subcontractors that contributed to the delays. But since then, it has been increasingly apparent that all of the blame is being placed on Teal Construction. And I believe that that is incredibly unfair considering the history of the project prior to that. We've made repeated attempts. In April, I visited with Judge Garza about perhaps bringing together a meeting so that all the commissioners could hear, even the public, make it a public meeting, a workshop, so that the public can hear the outstanding issues, including our claims, the architect's claims, Broadus's claims. But that meeting has yet to happen. It was suggested that we do a formal mediation, and we agreed to that mediation, but then the mediation was canceled by Aransas County. Now it's being deliberated in executive session to possibly terminate our contract. And I feel that that is incredibly unfair. We would like a seat at the table to discuss our claims. We would like to be able to sit down and negotiate with the county and with the other contributing parties, including Broadus and PGAL. But that continues to seem to be kicked down the road. And it's becoming increasingly clear that nobody wants to hear what Teal Construction has to say. That's why I'm here to talk to you today. Terminating our contract would cause many warranty issues with the existing systems and things that are in place. The legal battle that will ensue will cost the county major dollars. So I plead with you again, let's come to the negotiating table, sit down and hear from all the parties and make this as fair as possible, because we're a local company. We're a proud company. We are committed to Aransas County. We're committed to the city of Rockport. We're committed to the school district, and we are a partner with all of those entities. So I request that we be treated as one. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Move on to section number 6, presentations and proclamations.
I move to approve the joint proclamation JP-18-2024, Mike Probst Day.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second.
Ready to read it?
Okay.
Whereas Mike Probst has dedicated 40 years of exemplary service to the Rockport, Fulton, and Aransas County community as the esteemed editor and publisher of the Rockport Pilot newspaper, and whereas under his leadership, the Rockport Pilot has become a trusted source of news, information, and community stories reflecting the heart and spirit of our community and its residents, and whereas Mike Probst has demonstrated unwavering commitment to journalistic integrity, ensuring that the Rockport Pilot upheld the highest standards of reporting. And whereas his visionary guidance and editorial acumen have helped the Rockport Pilot navigate the challenges of a rapidly changing media landscape, ensuring its continued relevance and impact in a digital age. And whereas throughout his tenure, Mike Probst has not only chronicled the history and growth of Rockport, Fulton, and Aransas County, but has also been an active and passionate advocate for the community, contributing to its development and well-being in countless ways. And whereas his retirement marks the conclusion of a distinguished career that has left an indelible mark on the field of journalism and on the community at large. And whereas the citizens of Rockport, Fulton, and Aransas County wish to express their deep appreciation for his years of service, leadership, and dedication, and to celebrate the legacy he leaves behind. Now, therefore, we jointly do hereby proclaim Monday, September 30th, 2024, as Mike Probst Day in Rockport, Texas, and urge all citizens to join in recognizing and honoring the significant contributions of Mike Probst to our community. Speech.
Speech time. You're gonna be safe. Yeah, oh, he's gonna.
Yeah, let's just do that.
No,
We got a thing Monday, so I'll do a speech there. How's
all right.
that? I'm not used to being on this side.
Yeah, you wanna vote yours?
That's right. It may not.
Commissioner Cheney, Commissioner Cheney, Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Goddard.
Aye, passes.
I wanted a picture with you. Maybe Diane should be up here too. What do you think? Diane, yeah,
All right.
All right, so that passes 5-0. I'll take a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda with the revised minutes from the salary grievance hearing of August 23rd.
Got a motion and a second. And I do want to acknowledge some donations. For pathways, we've got a total donate. Sorry. There's a list and I want to read them off. For pathways, we got binoculars, which were a prize donation from Land, Sea, and Sky, valued at $299.95. We got youth binoculars prize donated from Land, Sea, and Sky, valued at $69.99. Bath and Body Set prize donated by Songbird Chick, valued at $116.91. Youth Birding Items prize donation by Songbird Chick, valued at $49.58. Hummingbird Feeder prize donation by Rockport Fulton Chamber of Commerce and Perky Pet, valued at $36.99. And 8 bird feeder hangers valued at $56 from Frank Chip Lascasio. I pronounce it Lascano. And another donation valued at $4,500 from Ann Barkley for a Pro Panels display system. I think that is all. Yep. All right.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Goddard.
Aye. Consent agenda passes. Item number 9.
I move to approve Pathways placing informational kiosks about the trails, kayak launches, history, and boating on the grounds of the new courthouse.
I'll second that.
Aransas County will be responsible for the footing for the sign and installation.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Mr. Connell? Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Always a pleasure to be in front of you folks.
This will be the fourth sign, the fourth kiosk that we're installing in the Francis County. The first one was at the pavilion at Thule West. Second one was at Live Oak. We just received permission from the NAV district and the town of Fulton to put one at the Fulton Pier. And the fourth one is going where it really needs to be, is at the courthouse. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Scottson.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 10.
Move to approve the second quarter report for the historical commission. I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Morning, Mr. Hatman. Morning.
I provided a handout to you folks prior to the meeting that provide the reports of what's been expended so far. Most of the expenses by the commission has been on education outreach so far year to date. Obviously, they'll be spending some on historical markers and archives going forward. So that's where we are year to date. Any questions?
All right, any questions? All right,
Commissioner
you.
Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo.
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Scottson.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 11.
Move to approve the historical entities displaying county artifacts at the new courthouse.
Got a motion and a second. Good morning, Ms. Bronner.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well.
Waiting for the presentation. But while we're waiting, I was supposed to give this last year, but courthouse circumstances prevented that. I approached the judge last year about this idea of using our new county courthouse as a history display exhibit, showing pride in not only our new courthouse, but in our rich Aransas County history. Oh, here we go. Got it. Got it. Okay, this is what we're gonna kind of talk about real quick. The proposal is, as read, is for the Aransas County Historical Partners to create and maintain some county historical displays in a public area within our new courthouse. We want to showcase, like I said, our historical archives and encourage the community to come in and look at it while they're doing court duty or whatever they're doing within the courthouse. It gives them something to look at and hopefully encourage pride and identity in our history. The basic concept is we display it for permanent displays only. The history entities, which include the Historical Commission, the Historical Society, the History Center, possibly the Fulton Mansion, and possibly the Maritime Museum, we do all the work. We buy the displays, we just do the exhibits, we maintain it, rotate it, and do whatever it takes to fund it. Obviously, the commission can't do fundraising, but the other historical entities can. So that's kind of that concept at no cost to our tax dollars. Here's some of the archives we actually have. And as you could see in the middle, that some of our archives are getting a little worn out. You can kind of see where a rat or something or is getting into our archives, but this is pretty cool stuff there that I think the public would like to see. The other part to that is we can get loans from the University of Texas and the State Historical Commission archives. This is some of them. Of course, we've got for anybody that was a young male back in the 80s, 90s, if you look at the Welcome to Rockport, Texas, the girl to the left, you might recognize that because you probably had her photo up in your room. And that is Farrah Fawcett. So that's kind of a big deal, I think. But like I said, this is no cost to the taxpayer. One of the things that we really want to do is apply for a mini grant. And the reason why I want to do it now is because we'll buy 2 display cases with that mini grant through Texas Humanities. And it's for $2,000, and we could use it at our Smithsonian exhibit as well. So if this gets approved, we will definitely be applying for that grant. The other part, like I already said, is we'll be partnering with all the historical entities, and the Armadillo Gang will have their own display case. So that'll be something for the youth. Some pros and cons here. The only con that I see is maybe wear and tear on our archives. I don't think there's going to be any public opposition to this. There shouldn't be. But it will require some display case installation, and I've already talked with Renee Butler and Elle about that, so we should be all good. But otherwise, it kind of reduces the need for pictures and any kind of art or whatever in the new courthouse. It kind of fills up some space there. If this gets approved, we've already kind of just determined where the display spaces should be. We'll go ahead and determine the costs and everything, and we'll take care of all that. And then once the courthouse gets built, we'll plan and design the exhibit. We'll have it installed, and then we'll go from there. Any questions?
I was just gonna, I have a picture that Colin can pull up really fast that I wanted to show while we were talking about historical items. It's just the marble from the old courthouse has been installed in the wall in the new courthouse. So I just wanted you guys to all see that.
Oh, it has?
Talking about historical. The marble from the old courthouse in the picture. It has been installed into the wall.
Oh, nice.
So just so you could see that.
Okay. I like this idea. When I travel with my husband, we always stop in old courthouses and take a look inside. And I know Fort Davis and the one in Alpine, which might be Brewster County, have wonderful displays. So I'm glad we're going to do something like this. Thank you for coming up with it.
Well, it's going to make our courthouse look much nicer, I think.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Scottson.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 12,
I move to approve resolution R 23-2024. A resolution of Aransas County, Texas, certifying the county has made a $50,000 grant to Aransas County Council of Aging, an organization that provides home delivered meals to homebound persons in the county who are elderly and or have a disability, and certifying that the county has approved the organization accounting system or their fiscal agent.
Second that.
got a motion and a second.
And I'll just ask the treasurer, this comes from the healthcare sales tax fund, does it not? Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Really quick, hold on. In the motion, it's 23-2024, but the resolution I have is 22-2024. Is this something different?
Yeah, the resolution I had didn't have
Okay.
a number on it.
Oh, so this
I
is
just-
the resolution.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
On that form for the Department of Agriculture.
Okay, sounds good. And just my signature, not commissioners? Sounds good. Thank you.
Commission,
I just want to say one real quick thing. That is a wonderful organization. I'm like to help people around, and I took one guy in at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they amazing on the hot meal. I mean, they were fixing to close the door. Those are wonderful people, and if you ever get a chance to help them out in any way, please do.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Scottson.
Aye, passes. Item number 13. Or
I move to approve
changing resolution R 21 twenty twenty-four, which passed on the September 9th, 2024 agenda. The resolution R 22 twenty twenty-four. This resolution was for the CDBG Net Mod program for the sheriff radio tower equipment and installation. Resolution R 21 twenty twenty-four was also used for 2024 tax roll levy and rate. The 20 and 24 tax roll levy and rate resolution number will remain the same, and the radio tower resolution will be changed to R 22 twenty twenty-four.
Got a motion and a second. This is just correcting an error. We doubled 2021.
Okay.
Yep.
This might have been while Tracy was out.
It was.
Because I know how good your work is. But when I went back and looked at the agendas, I didn't even see where a resolution number had been assigned to that activity of the radio tower and installation. I mean, I'm fine with assigning it resolution R 22 2024.
We'll look into that.
Okay.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Scottleson.
All right, passes. Item number 14.
I move to approve designating address 2718 Highway 35 North, Rockport, Texas 78382, which is within the city limits of Rockport, Aransas County, Texas, as the official address for citation in civil matters until further notice. And B, authorizing district clerk, county clerk, and/or county judge to arrange for the delivery of mail with United States Post Office in accordance with civil citation requirements.
Got a motion and a second. And this is designating. I want to say, this isn't the new courthouse, is it? Or this isn't
No, sir.
Just
This
down
is the,
down the way.
District
Okay.
Court.
it's at the old arcade. In every civil suit gets sued, it starts with a phrase, "You have been sued. You may employ an attorney." And that is going to be returned, has to have a physical address for the district clerk and the county clerk, which kind of disrupts our mail system delivery because we've been in one location. But that's the reason why we need to get this
Okay.
designated for them.
Yes.
Commissioner Cheney, Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Scottleson.
All right, passes 5-0. Item number 15.
I move to approve, accept payment or easement. Move to approve accepting a permanent easement of 10-foot wide drainage easement for Elva D. Shrimpshire, as depicted on the attached exhibit, and authorize the county judge to execute in the third. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Daryl.
Good morning,
sir.
Morning,
Judge.
Carol.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. This drainage easement falls within the southeast Aransas County Drainage Project area. And it would just allow for the proposed roadside ditch to be located further away from the edge of roadway.
Further away, you said.
Yes,
Further
ma'am,
away.
further away.
Because I looked this up and it's where Shaver and
Mhm.
branches off and then Lee goes off in a different direction. And I noticed the gentleman who called in this morning was talking about someplace on Lee Road, but it
Yes,
wasn't
up
the
on-
same
no,
location.
No, ma'am. And Shaver here is only a 40-foot right of way, so
Okay.
it's very tight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daryl.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Scottleson.
All right, passes 5-0. Item number 16.
Advertising request for qualifications for professional services to complete a property appraisal for Cliffville Mesa CMP ESM project, Pocono Cove Ranch Acquisition Project, General Land Office, contract number 24-099-005-E79. I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Morning.
Good morning. I do need to note that there is a typo that needs to be corrected. In the contract number, it does not end with E79. It should be E379.
I'll amend my motion to make that change.
or second? All right.
And Kat, will this appraisal be paid for by the grant that we've received?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any idea? I understand we're going out for an RFQ. But there's enough money in the grant that will cover whatever this is going to be.
Yes, ma'am.
So it won't be any cost to the county.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Cheney, Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Scarsa.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 17.
I move to approve a lease and or location for the Aransas County District Courtroom and necessary office spaces located at 410 North Church Street, Rockport, Texas, which are within the city limits of Rockport and Aransas County, Texas, and their availability to other courts at the district court's discretion.
Second that.
Got a motion and a second. Morning, Judge.
Good morning. My understanding is that under the code that the lease needs to be posted for 72 hours, which requires this issue to be moved to the 11:30 special commissioners meeting. So if we could hear this at that time, it would be appreciated.
All right.
Should we table this then? Because I didn't get a copy of the lease agreement until this morning, so I haven't looked at it.
Okay, I know it was available at 11 o'clock on Friday Friday morning. It was made available, so.
We could table this item and we have a special at 11:30 where we'll,
So does that agenda contain?
Yes, it
Yeah.
does. I think that's the only thing on the.
It is the.
It
only
is,
thing on the
it is.
what else does it have? Ms. Adela? The special meeting?
It's the,
All right, so the box link with the lease was attached to this agenda, making it available to the public. Okay, I believe that satisfies the criteria.
Is that correct, Tracy?
Piece was attached to the special meeting notice that went out,
Okay.
which was the second thing, and that was sent out to everybody.
Yes, sir.
They do.
I think Colin's looking into it.
There was one box link for this meeting, and there was a second box link for the lease agreement.
I don't understand the necessity of not voting on the lease itself right now. And in the next meeting, you're basically adding that the district were basically in charge of it. I don't understand why we can't approve the lease and then do that in the second meeting.
I do have a question, and I'm unfamiliar with Roger's Rules of Order, but a point of order, perhaps. Colin, was the lease attached to number 17 in the original
Was at least-
agenda for today?
Not listed in the original link. And both emails that I received on the 20th do not have a link. At least for the current.
Okay, so Tracy?
The box for it, and I sent it out.
So it's on the agenda, but you're telling us that the document actually has to be posted 72 hours before?
This lease is a purchase because purchases can also, by statute, purchases also include leases. It has to comply with chapter 262 of the local government code, which is the County Purchasing Act, and it has to comply with the Aransas County procurement policy. And that requires posting of 72 hours under the Open Meetings Act, like everything else that we purchase.
Now, the Open Meetings Act said we have to post the agenda with the agenda items. It doesn't say anything about the background document, the background.
Right.
documents.
So that has been interpreted by case law to say what our regular practice is. So our regular practice is to literally post a copy of every proposed contract, every proposed lease. We've done the past 6 leases this year alone as posting under those 72 hours and have delayed some because they weren't posted. So that one, I think that case goes all the way back to 1986 that says whatever your regular practice is, that's what you have to stay with. And any deviation from your regular practice could possibly be a violation of the Open Meetings Act.
We did receive an email from you, Tracy, with the box link.
Did you? Did it have that lease on there?
Yeah, yes, it did.
Well, criteria is posted in both the locations where we post manually, and then it was sent out to the commissioners and to everybody on my list.
Okay, then I must have missed that third, because that would have been 3 emails sent out for this agenda. That would have been 3 emails sent out for this special agenda. Okay, I missed the 3rd email. I was out of the office and I missed the 3rd email.
Oh, okay. So you're telling we can't approve this today. We gotta wait 72 hours, post it again and wait 72 hours.
Well, Commissioner Dupnick is saying he received.
We all received that email, I'm sure.
What I would say is that our regular practice is to post things physically and to post them on the box link. So any deviation from our regular practice could be a violation of the Open Meetings Act. I would just say out of an abundance of caution, first of all, let me also say on the record, Tracy does fantastic work at all times. But I'm just saying that that's what the case law says of what our regular practice is what we have to follow. And
How do
our
you change your regular practice? I mean, if you want to do something differently, you're changing it, right? So
hypothetically, you could do a resolution, but the Open Meetings Act does include if there's a website for the county, everything has to be posted on the website. And we have a website for the county. So that one's in the statute. So I would presume if you're going to change any policy that it would be an item on a meeting to make that resolution in order. But if the statute itself requires internet posting, I don't see how we could get out of that.
Judge,
Yes.
Commissioner Dupnick said he did get it with the posting.
Commissioner Dupnick got it.
I got it. It was sent out to all the
Right.
department heads and
It wasn't on the-
commissioners Friday.
It was not,
Website.
it was not copied onto the public page, and I
Oh.
did find the email in my inbox Friday afternoon. I just found it.
Okay, so we can't approve it today. We've got to do another special for the end of the week.
Judge Garza, I don't believe that that's entirely true, but I would request that we hear from Ms. Oster, since Ms. Oster is the one that I've been communicating with, and I was assured that everything had been done that was required for the special meeting called at 11:30. Ms. Oster?
Hi. So yes, this is not set for right now. It is set for, I believe, 11:15 is when our special session is. And I passed on all of the requests to have everything posted. I don't post things, and as far as I was aware, everything was going to be posted. I also received the email, but that's not what the question was. The question was whether or not it was posted on the website. And I appreciate the fact that under section 551.056, that it has to be posted on our website. And that's just the requirements under the law. And I'm not here to make things difficult. And I assure everyone that we all want this to go through. I'm just here to say, unfortunately, sometimes things don't get posted when they're supposed to be posted. So
When did you know it wasn't posted?
Judge Garza, if I may suggest,
Yes, ma'am.
this is on the agenda for the 11, I had been told 11:30 commissioners meeting, the special meeting. Could we perhaps table this discussion
Yes.
until then and have a full discussion at that time?
Sounds good.
Didn't Colin just tell us that it's not posted for that meeting either?
He did.
So that makes it a new item. We'd be in the same situation in that meeting.
I don't know that everyone is looking at all of the options, and a little bit of time would allow us to do so, because though it hasn't been posted on the website, I'm not exactly sure what the code requires. And the fact that it has been posted to the Commissioners Court as well as available to the public may suffice. And that's simply something I would like a little bit of time to look into.
Then I'll move that we table.
Could I withdraw my motion?
Sure. Or amend it to table.
And then you can strike it or
Just a minute to table.
I would like to withdraw my motion to discuss the lease at 410 North Church Street, Rockport, Texas.
All right. You want to table it?
We'll table it. I'll move to table it.
I'll second that.
All right, then thank you very much. I'll see you
Thank
at
you, Judge.
11:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Gutterson.
Aye, passes 5-0 to table. Item number 18.
I think so.
Brazos County Judge to sign an memorandum of understanding with Delmar College for use of the overflow parking ramp at the airport and the police academy cadet training. So,
Got a motion and a second. Good morning, Mr. Gear.
Good morning. This is we've had an MOU in place for years, 15 years, I believe. This replaces the one that recently expired. In Delmar, I think they're scheduled to come out in November for their next trip. And we get 1 to 2 police academies a year. And it's usually for 3 or 4 days if the weather's good. And the west ramp is hardly ever even got any planes on it unless it's a busy weekend. So it's a perfect spot for them to get out there and do their driver training.
do we get reimbursed for that?
I think Adele and I had a conversation about that we needed to have some like in kind type service. And that it would basically be that their peace officers that teach the courses would be available to us if something were to happen at the airport. They would be required to respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, you said
Wide range of peace officers, are they trained, are they hired people or are they?
Some, yes, sir. Some, I believe some come to the sheriff's department. I know a lot of them end up at Rockport PD.
Now, did they charge us for that? I mean, do they charge the sheriff's officer PD?
I think if they're sponsored through the sheriff's office or the PD, yes, they pay for that. And otherwise, the student is responsible for the fees for the program on their own.
Mike,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
said 1 to 2 uses per year. And then what was the other part of that?
1 to 2 uses per year, and the area that they're using is conducive to the training. They have plenty of room. They're not they're not at risk of running out onto a runway or anything like that.
But then did you say like 2 to 3 days per?
2 to 3 days
Okay.
on the week that they
Thank
train
you.
if the weather's good. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Gutterson.
Aye, passes Item number 19.
I move to approve a correction and reduction in cost to change order number 6 of the Brizo construction contract for Southeast Aransas County drainage improvements in the county's general land office community development block grant disaster relief contract number 20-065-098-C270 on 9/9/2024. Commissioners Court approved Brizo Construction number 6 change order request for an increase in the contract amount by $40,000, $597, and an increase in time by an additional 60 days. The correct amount should have been $40,596.50. So a reduction of 50 cents.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. This is just correcting a mistake.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Gutson.
All right, passes. Big 50 cents. Item number 20.
To approve entering into a mutual aid agreement for emergency and disaster response between the Aransas County Sheriff's Department and Rockport Fulton Independent School District and authorize the county judge to sign the agreement. I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second.
I have a question on that.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Michael.
We are, we're generally light years ahead of most other places around in response times and things like that. The sheriff and the city have always worked real hard to be in agreement on this. But one of the things that bothers me is that in the Uvalde incident, there was no command. There were all kinds of law enforcement people there, but there was no command. Something like that happens here. Who's in command?
Well, that's part of this here. When we arrive, we are going to assume command of the scene.
Okay, everybody understands that. DPS, everybody else understands that.
Yes, sir.
Until y'all are relieved from a higher body, higher authority, which whatever the governor says that would be, I don't know. But y'all are in command. Doesn't matter whether it's the police department there or the school, everything, whenever SO arrives on the scene, they are in command.
I believe that was something that they still have to straighten out. For Live Oaks out in the county, we will assume control there. Middle school, Rockport High School, Rockport PD will assume control there. We'll be there as assistants on that one.
Well, I would suggest highly that that be very easily spelled out or very completely spelled out, because that Uvalde was a real mess.
Yes, sir, I agree.
Thank you.
Commissioner, if I may, part of the language that's in this memorandum includes I think it's section 85.023 of the Texas Local Government Code. After Uvalde, one of the new laws that the legislature passed was that the sheriff had to have semi-annual meetings along with the school district, the local school district that the sheriff, their jurisdiction covers. They also have to invite all sorts of agents and law enforcement people, including federal agents, DPS, police and whatnot. Part of that requirement is that they coordinate their response and that that's where they hash it out and write it down and says, this is what we're going to follow. So it's quoted in that memorandum so that whatever they decide at those meetings will be incident command for every school where they show up, should there ever be an emergency.
This is going to occur at these meetings prior to a possible incident.
I sincerely hope so. I believe the sheriff has already had.
He's already had
There-
these
there are
meetings.
Children killed there because of the fact that the law enforcement, everybody won't be in charge and nobody. We do not need that here. So I suggest that be publicly known to everyone who is in charge whenever they arrive.
Yes,
And
sir.
as far as I'm concerned, it ought to be the head sheriff. The
Sure.
sheriff is
And-
the leading law enforcement agent.
Yes.
Judge, if I may, I agree with Ms. Martinez. I did talk to the sheriff previously about this. And they did, as Chief Deputy Brooks said, they all got together with the superintendent, the school district police, local police, and everybody. And the sheriff was designated for the SO to be the command center. The sheriff would be the commander, incident commander. And this was a follow-up to that meeting they had.
Yeah, the school's had several, I can't remember what it's called, but safety council or something like that, where all
Yes.
the law enforcement's getting there and
Yes, sir.
y'all get organized. All right. Anything else?
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Garza.
Hi. We're gonna take a 5-minute break.
I move to approve authorizing the county judge to execute the 2-year renewal of the depository services contract with Prosperity Bank to be effective November 11th, 2024 through November 10th, 2026, with all terms and provisions to remain the same except for the new proposed interest rate being the now account sheet rate plus 1%.
I'll second that.
Got a
Good
motion
morning.
in a second. Good morning, Madam Treasurer.
Per local government code 116, the county goes out, it sets out the guidelines for your depository contract. And it allows for a 4-year. And if at the end of that 4 years, and everybody is satisfied, you're satisfied with your bank and the relationship, and the county is getting good benefits from the investment there, then you can go out and renew it for 2 more years. It is my recommendation at this point to extend it for 2 more years. I did have, without soliciting, I had 2 requests to be on the RFP proposal list from 2 other banks, but they do not have a branch in Aransas County. So that being said, it is my recommendation to remain with Prosperity Bank for 2 more years.
We got any questions?
No, you've been doing a very good job with the investments.
Yep.
And also for the NAV district too.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Gutso.
Aye, passes. Item number 22.
I move to approve the Aransas County Navigation District 2024-2025 no new revenue tax rate levy of 0.032352 per $100 valuation, which is composed of 0.024522 per 100 valuation for M&O and 0.007830 per $100 valuation for INS.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second. Warning.
Good morning. Thank you for considering our tax levy again this year. We are pleased to say that we got to stick with the no new revenue rate. That's been tough. It's been a challenge as the years go by, as expenses continue to climb. But I'm pleased to say we did it 1 more year.
Do you have any questions?
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Gutso.
Aye, passes.
Thank you.
5-0. Item number 23.
I move to approve Sheriff's Office Detention Center job description change for logistics officer, the field training officer, flag training Louisiana. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Chief Deputy Brooks, good morning.
Good morning.
Any questions?
I had a question. When you say who this person will report to, I think you have 3 people there, the lieutenant for the training coordinator, the detention administration lieutenant, and then the command staff. Could you define what command staff includes?
The sheriff, the deputy chief of the jail administrator, and myself.
Thank you.
So no new money. This is just a job description change.
That's correct.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Gutso.
Aye, passes. Item number 24.
Move authorizing the county judge that sign the Texas Association of Counties Liability Renewal Agreement in question for plan year 2024 to 2025. I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. Warning, Madam Auditor.
Good morning. This is our annual renewal. It is due on September 30th. We've got the worksheets that we're completing, but just wanted authorization for the judge to be able to sign them for our new rates. They begin October 1, so it'll be from October to the end of September of next year.
And does this renewal take into consideration the fact we were going to remove some of the airport buildings? Or
This
no?
is not for property. This
Okay.
is only for our liability, our vehicle liability, and actually our vehicles, the physical damage to our vehicles.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline,
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dupnick,
Aye.
Judge Gutso.
Aye, passes. Item number 25.
I move to approve the Aransas County Annual Financial Report for the year ending December 31st, 2023, as presented by Crow LLP Certified Public Accountants.
Second. Got a motion and a second.
Yes, Ms. Deere is here with us to do the presentation for commissioners.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Darla Deere, and if you remember last year, I was Belt Harris Bahadchek. We joined another firm this year, so now we are Crow. So we're very pleased about that growth. And I'd like to start off by saying thank you to Jackie and all of her staff in the office, Tana, and also the treasurer's office. I know we request a lot of documents during this audit, and with grants and everything else, we run everybody through the ringer. So we just want to tell everybody thank you for all the participation and very helpful and giving us all the documents that we need. So thank you for that. I'm going to jump to, I'll go over about the 3 most important pages out of the audit. And then if y'all have questions, then I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Let me ask a question before you do. And if I may, have you been one of the main auditors for our entity for, say, the last 3 years or the last 2 years?
Just
you personally?
For the last 2.
Okay.
Yes. And then I have other people that are reviewing it above me. Yep. Okay. If you will flip with me, are y'all looking at your the printed pages?
Yes,
If
ma'am.
you'll go to page 5. I'm going to start off with the page that we consider the most important out of the audit. This is the opinion page. And I would like to congratulate you on the unmodified opinion. That is the highest level of assurance that you can receive, that there are no material misstatements and all disclosures have been made in your audit. So great job on the unmodified opinion. I'd also like to direct you, if you'll see a little lower in the page, the emphasis of matter, you'll notice there was an accounting change that was brought on by generally accepted accounting principles. And so we had to add, had to do with GASB number 96, the subscription-based information technology. We added that onto the county's books based on that. So that's just letting you know that there was an accounting change for the year.
And is that for companies such as Tyler Technology and?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I was a little curious what that referred to. Thank you.
Yes. So anything that you would have a lease, then we would look at it to see if it was material for the county. And if it was material, then it got added on.
Okay.
All right. So we are, let me see what printed that's going to be. Page 28. And this is going to be your revenues and expenditures for the year. And we're going to focus in on the general fund column. So total revenues for the year, $17,912,480. Total expenditures, $21,489,168. With the other funding sources and uses, that transfers in and out, you'll notice that you had a net change in fund balance. It was a use of fund balance of $3,744,921, leaving the general fund with $2,841,626. I'm going to also point out that although that is the general fund column, if you flip over to you're looking at page 29, you'll notice that the total fund balance for the county is going to be $17,893,437. So just wanted to point out that there difference between the general and total county as a whole. We're going to flip over and look at your budget. So go to page 72. and 73 is actually the page that we're going to talk about. So on page 73, if you're down closer to the bottom, you'll see that total expenditure line item. You'll see that in your final budget column, you had budgeted $22,950,991, but the actual amount was $21,489,168, meaning that you came in under budget for that, those expenditures of the $1,461,873. So great job on that budget. Now that's basically the three most important pages out of the audit, but I would be happy to answer any questions that you have.
If you, and the pages aren't numbered unfortunately, but if you go past page 152.
Okay.
So then there's first page after 152, at least as it was given to us, and it starts out in planning and performing our audit, blah, blah. Then the page after that, our findings and additional comments.
Yes.
Do you want to address those?
On the management, let's see, hang on just a second.
Darla, did you want that?
That would be the
Yes, maybe let me see here. Yeah, all right. So on as far as like the closing process of each month, we just recommended that there were a formal process of making sure that everything is, as far as looking at the grants, that portion of it is making sure that everything balances back to the trial balance, especially at year end. And that has to do with more of the accruals. So if you have a grant expenditure that comes in, let's say it comes in June, but it was for November of that previous year, it's just making sure that that was pulled back into that same grant. And then on the other one had to do with on the cash part, in those grant projects where you're paying out those, the payments where you're coming in and maybe the revenue for the grant is not there yet.
The reimbursement.
Right. Yeah, where you're getting that reimbursement, then the county is having to, basically that particular fund is actually borrowing from another fund. And so it's just making sure that the county is moving those monies back. We know that everybody's paying attention to those amounts, but when we're looking at it and as far as the cash and borrowing back and forth, we just want to make sure it's in writing in the audit.
That basically relates to the fact that we have contractors trying to take a draw. We haven't received the grant money yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're paying them.
Right. And
Yes,
so then
sir.
it comes out of the funds, which sometimes are the restricted funds. So you're just making sure that you're getting that paid back.
So they do.
And we do. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We do.
Was there any other that you wanted me to look at?
Well, the ones that are on the next page to that, then expenditures in excess of appropriations.
So you had a couple of funds that on the budget portion of it, and this wasn't the general fund, this is some of those other non-major funds. It looked like the budget adjustment wasn't made to match those expenditures. So that's what we were talking about. It's just making sure that you come back and look at those budgets and make sure that they even up with what the expenditures were. Then that last one had to do with the fund balance in that general fund and just making sure that everybody was aware of where it was at on the.
Yeah, we're trying to rebuild it this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Good audit.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline.
Aye.
Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dubnik,
Aye.
Judge Gutson.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 26.
Move to approve the August 2024 auditor's monthly report. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Good morning.
If y'all have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. You have your budget on a page for the month of August and any of the other reports that I have.
I would just say in this, good job on getting the audit done too.
It was a long process this
I'm sure it was.
time.
We're still
Actually, it
waiting
was
on
the
the-
same as last year, so.
Well, we're
It's-
still waiting on the NAV districts from 2022.
I did notice that the cities are getting theirs presented tomorrow also, so.
Good job. Good job to you and your folks.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dubnik,
Aye.
Judge Gladstone.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 27.
I move to approve the budget line item.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second.
We have none at this time.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dubnik,
Aye.
Judge Gladstone.
Aye, passes 5-0. Item number 28.
Move to approve accounts payable, payroll liabilities. Second.
Got a motion and a second.
Yes, they're normal payroll liabilities. I would like to point out several. For in Fund 30, under the courthouse PGAL, we issued a payment of $1,519.90. And Mont McDonald for Little Bay Project of $167. LCR was issued a check for Holiday Beach work for $451,120.60. For the Southwest Project, $180,846.75.
What was that amount again? That second one, Jackie?
The Southwest, $180,846.75. New Stout was issued a check for $400,411.32. Under the ARPA funds, Tyler Technologies for the jury software was $2,465. We also, under the courthouse, we had a payment to Waterscape, who is designing the fountain at the plaza for $10,500. For signposts at the plaza was $742.94. Also, just to kind of give you an update on what we have paid so far on the move through the end of August was $20,592.20. That includes any of the work that we've been having to do on that does not include any of the rent that we're paying, but that is just to get these buildings prepared for usage as well as moving costs.
And is that time and materials with the Public Facilities Department or? what
No,
is it?
this is just what we have paid out to vendors.
To
I
other
have
vendors.
not calculated any of that yet. at this
Just the
time.
external expenses.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo,
Aye.
Commissioner Dubnik,
Aye.
Judge Gladstone.
Aye, passes 5-0. Section 12, reports from commissioners, elected officials, and department heads. No action will be taken. Commissioner, you got anything? Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. You want to give a little report on what you did this weekend? A little report?
Morning.
Hi, good morning. So we upheld our first first rabies clinic and we did microchipping. We talked with our vet that came down. Her name is Dr. Donald with Bayside Vet. She offered to come down and help us out, do the rabies vaccine, because according to state law, we're required to have a licensed vet do it. With the gracious donations from the community that we received, that's what made this possible. If we did not receive those donations, it would have been nearly impossible to be able to fund something like this. We were able to get 20 rabies vaccines in. We were able to get 20 pet licensing, and we were able to get 19 microchips in. So a big help to the community. And that way it's 19 more animals will be able to verify their ownership. They can get home and hopefully never be dumped. So
good job.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank
Good
you.
job. And this
Great
is the
job.
first one, so hopefully the next one will be twice as big. All right, we'll move on to Mike. You got anything? Sorry. Great. Section 13 reports about items of community interest. No action will be taken. Community. All right. Now we'll go to, I'll take a motion to go into closed session.
I move we convene into closed session to consult with counsel and receive legal advice about insurance matters related to Aransas County's projects and insurance claims from Hurricane Harvey, including the following petition litigation. Aransas County, Texas versus Endurance American Specialty Insurance Company et al. Aransas County District Court cause number 23-0021. 2, North Star Recovery Service, Inc. versus Aransas County Independent School District and Aransas County. Aransas County District Court cause number 23-0066. Consolidated with North Star Recovery Services, Inc. versus HR&R et al. Aransas County District Court cause number 20-0159. 3, Western Steel Company versus T2J Partners LLC, EIE/A FPS Recovery, and Aransas County, Texas, cause number 24-0072 in the 36th District Court of Aransas County, Texas. 4, discussion of the status of the Downtown Anchor Project, including all pending matters such as contemplated litigation and alternative dispute resolution, termination of the contract, changes to the scope of work, hiring of new contractors to complete work, alleged claims and defects, construction delays, subcontractor claims, various requested and proposed contract amendments to the contract sum and contract time, and any and all possible legal solutions afforded by law, the contract terms, or those offered by the contract parties. Pursuant to section 551.071 of the Texas Open Meetings Act, which authorizes closed sessions for a governmental body to consult with its attorney regarding advice on legal matters pertaining to pending or contemplated litigation or a settlement offer, or on a matter in which the duty of the attorney to the governmental body under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with the Open Meetings Act.
Second.
Got a motion, a second.
Commissioner Cheney,
Aye.
Commissioner Casterline, Commissioner Russo, Commissioner Dubnik,
Aye.
Judge Gladstone.
Aye. All right, we'll take a 5-minute recess and go into closed session.